Good afternoon, everybody. I was always hoping to kind of do this at the same time every day, but that's not how my life has been working out lately. Doesn't really matter, I guess. We'll see if it does or it doesn't. So I hope everybody's keeping well. I hope you're taking social distancing. Seriously. So many people are talking about that it's a government conspiracy or whatever. It's like, don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. So anyway, we're in self-isolation. Most of us that are using our heads are in self-isolation, or we're in, quarantine. We're trying to keep, like here in Canada, I'm sure it's the same wherever you are, a 2-meter distance, this is 1 arm length. So if the other person holds their arm out and you hold, I always consider this my personal space distance anyway. I'm kind of an introvert, so anyway, let's just get into it. Interestingly, yesterday the reading came out very clearly for singles. So I don't try to channel one group or one thing. I just wanted to see what Spirit wants to talk about that day. I've tried to do that once, and somehow the video just dissolved. It just didn't work. So I told you about the power of Spirit in the physical. So I've shuffled these decks. What I do is I just spread them out and I swirl them with both hands, and then I put them together, and I don't usually read reversals, so then I separate them into reversed and upright, and then I shuffle them again, so they're well shuffled each time, kind of thinking about the energy for today for you all. So let's see what the oracles, let's see what the overall feeling is for the collective. This is not April Fool's. What is the energy for April 1st, 2020 in the collective that is watching these videos, my friends? I have 52 subscribers, I think, right now, which is fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this and you like what comes out, then please subscribe and like my videos and leave a comment. I love it, like when something other than a bot leaves a comment. Like a real person. Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. So, well, this is my favorite card, mostly because I love ravens, but these two have never come out for me in a reading before, and I'm finding that more and more. So individually, we have salmon, which is determination. You know where you're going, and you will get there. Which Spirit just says to me is kind of something new for you. That is maybe one of the benefits of spending time alone and getting off the hamster wheel. I mean, because we've been forced off the hamster wheel. Now we got nothing to do but look at the little mirror. So in that, I think you're going to find a newfound determination. The badger, dig in and see it through to completion. Ooh. I'm wondering if this reading is going to be about work. Or, no, because Spirit told me to dig out those Romance Angels cards. I'm not sure what they are. Okay, and magic. The Raven. So, the Oracle cards here are telling us that in your energy today, April 1st, 2020, in the collective, your energy right off the bat is determination. That you have been looking at yourself and kind of reanalyzing everything and thinking, you know what, these are my actual goals. I've been on the hamster wheel and I've just been surviving every day, right? And it's like, you know what, one of these days I got to do this, but you never get time. But now, you've got the time to think of these new goals. It's time to dig in and see that through using your own power. Magic. this raven uses, I know this is reversed for you, but, you know, apparently if you believe the Facebook memes, only geniuses can read in reverse, which is, of course, not true. But obviously anybody that's looking at my channel is an absolute fucking genius. Now, Spirit has me say to go get these cards away. All right. Okay, so let's just kind of go through these. I always shuffle after reading too, so they're clean from the last shuffle. But let's just see what the energy is today. Romantically, is there anything going on romantically in the collective? April 1st, 2020. What's going on in the collective? If nothing comes out right away, I'm just not going to force it. What's going on in the collective romantically? April 1st, 2020. I'll do 3 more. If nothing comes out, we'll leave it. 1, 2. That's funny because they had me go get it. 3. Oh, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay. I'm wondering if this is going to be another completely different reading. Because up to now, we've had like these readings of three. A masculine, his karmic life partner, and his soulmate. And of course, that not being like sexually, but like energy, right? Masculine. Now this is almost looking like you're going to be digging in. We'll see. Now this showed up yesterday. 2, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Interesting. Addictions are affecting your love life. Again, I've never gotten this card. I've never gotten a give your relationship a chance card before. Ever. This is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Keeping in mind that they actually told me to go get this deck, right? Now, if you see, can you see here? Where is that? Right here in the corner. Right there. It's hard to see. But it's just the edge of a box being open. And Spirit just said that is Pandora's box. We might be dealing with a relationship where the female has an addiction problem, which actually speaks very clearly to me because I've got friends and sadly in my family, women who have really embraced this mommy drinking wine fad, where, you know, like there's memes of mummies like hiding like bracelets that are actually little flasks and stuff. That's an alcoholic that does that, by the way, like without being judgmental. If you're drinking a full bottle of wine every day, honestly, I think that you're in trouble of having an issue. So codependency isn't the addict. Codependents are the people living with the addict. I'm going to get some clarification on that. I'm just going to see if there's one more here from the romance. Like, and I'm just taking cards that flip out. There's a reverse separation. Now, these ones you don't really take separation, but, or take reversals. Spirit's just telling me that we might have a situation here where you've either separated and are maybe trying to work things out, or that you're kind of on the brink of separation. Now, addictions can be anything, many things. Not anything, but many things. It can be that you're addicted to, drugs or alcohol, but it could be that you're addicted to your phone. It could be that you're addicted to, gambling. If you have somebody in your family that is an online gambler, this is a really hard time for you right now, because like you're stuck at home. At least you can watch. Okay, no. Okay, I was going to throw this one back in. This also came out yesterday. Or the day before. Love yourself first. So these oracle cards are almost telling, sorry about my giant hand there, but are almost telling a whole story right there. Yeah, and I don't use these cards. These are the Tarot Tattoo deck, and it's a beautiful deck. But I don't use it very often. I'm not sure why. I have a hard time resonating with it, but today, Spirit just had me grab this deck. Spirit is very specific with me too about which decks I have or which decks I use. And more than once I've picked one and, been going to use it, and Spirit's like, nope, not that one. Oh, so there's a Two of Swords flipped out right off the bat. As I was going to go shuffle, thinking what's going on with this codependency situation. So I think this reading, I don't know, but I'm wondering if this reading is talking to the codependent of an addict. Okay? What's going on in the collective? Let's get some clarification. Can we, Spirit, get more clarification? Because that's what this Two of Swords is. Upset, worried. It's also self-protective, right? In the traditional deck, she's sitting there with a blindfold on and the two swords in front of her. Those swords are ready to go, right? Those swords are ready to go. Stalemate, conformity, inner conflict, disloyal, desire for respite. Okay, so you're looking for a break here. Hermit's on the bottom. Hermit has been showing up in a lot of the readings, and I noticed for other readers, Hermit's really been showing up. I'm also picking up my throat chakra is just all of a sudden closing off, like bad. That you're got so much going on that you're not able to express out loud, and so it just spins in your head. So this is really not great. There is a Facebook meme, when you're talking about people with any kind of addiction, sometimes people start the relationship with somebody that's an addict of some sort, and you think you're going to change them. Or you stay in a relationship thinking, you know what, if I just stay with this person, it will give them the strength to get out of this addiction. And we can see over hundreds of years that is absolutely not the case. The addiction is about the individual person. And they would have you believe that what you do affects your addiction, but that is absolutely 100% not true. And there was a meme on Facebook, and normally these aren't words of wisdom, but it did say that we go around thinking we can change somebody else dramatically. How is that possible if we can't even change ourselves? Right? So today, okay. You see that? They're just flying out here. Okay, so we got a lot of brain energy here. We've got Two of Wands and an Ace of Wands. And then the moon. Holy man, like you guys are just got a lot. So, I mean, this is a desire to move away from this. Like, this has just been going on for so long. This, I'm thinking, is the masculine and his karmic. Whether or not there's a soulmate in this reading or not. No, okay, I'm just going to take that back. Okay, we've got somebody who's been dealing with an addict. And you're really getting tired of it. You have taken a lot of the responsibility for this, and that has held you back. But you're looking out, you know. This deck just has some different meanings too, so I just want to. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Because, I mean, I know the ones very well, and it had me go into the deck, or go into the book, right? And it says, right off here, I'll just show you if you can read it. It says individual success versus codependency, restless boredom, dissatisfaction with your current lot, seeking greener pastures, not getting your needs met, temporary need for independence. Do I stay or do I go? That's the Two of Wands. The Ace of Wands then is something being born, right? Bringing something, yeah, like bringing something, a new idea, starting a new idea, which really speaks to these oracle cards of determination, perseverance, and magic. You know where you're going to go and you're going to get there. Dig in and see it through with your own power. And then the moon, which is honestly my favorite card of the deck. You know, I just noticed that in this deck, the two dogs are holding hands. We have a new beginning here. The moon card usually speaks of things unseen, things to be revealed. Oh, okay, we either have another person coming in, or we might work things out in this relationship. Sorry, when I'm silent like that, it's just that I'm having another conversation. There's been somebody on the back burner, somebody that you have always felt comfort in, somebody that is what you need. But you've put that person on the back burner to do what you think that you should do, which is part of this codependency. So my first romance angels card said, give your relationship a chance. I looked at this moon card and the dogs are holding paws. And Spirit says to me, that's that old relationship. Okay, let's just see. There's a 3 of coins on the bottom. Boy, I mean, whoever this resonates for, I'm so sorry. Like, I've been actually here, and that is a really hard. Maybe that's why my throat chakra is so dying for you too, because it's embarrassing too. And you don't feel, it's so hard for you to look after yourself because everything in you and even your children has been to satisfy this dependent, this addict, this could be a sex addict even. I mean, meanwhile, even through all of this, the thoughts of this other person has given you comfort. Spirit, can we have some clarification on give your relationship a chance? Because all of a sudden the song Starting Over started playing in my head. That's John Lennon. King of Coins. And Strength and King of Coins. Tell me about and there's the Three of Coins comes out. Please tell me, Spirit, for the people watching today, April 1st, 2020, what does this mean? Give your relationship a chance to work on the partnership. Is that the current life partner or is that somebody new? Wheel of Fortune again. Okay. All right. So remember that I asked, is this a current relationship or is this something new? Outcomes. The Wheel of Fortune. Two of Coins, Death, and Knight of Wands. So we have a story here to clarify, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Spirit is telling you that this is the time to be strong. You have the Sun energy behind. In the traditional deck, in most decks, it is a female taming this lion. This is kind of an androgynous figure, artistic figure, which is accurate because we have a lot of wand energy here. Sometimes your strength, you need to be creative, right? You need to find creative solutions. Doesn't mean that you need to be an artist and paint pictures about it. It means that you need to think outside. Yes, okay. You'll find strength thinking outside of the box. To be proactive. Oh, to be proactive instead of reactive. I'm going to see what this one means. Because Spirit is just, again, telling me to go to the book for him. And the King of Coins is always... Yeah. Masterful, successful, valor, victory, bravery, intellect, science, mathematician. So figuring, right? Figuring, I mean, whether you're a man or a woman, trans, whatever, this is the energy of looking at your situation like a mathematician. There's a lot of creativity within that too. But just like in life, the answer is right or it's wrong. Three of Coins is just, again, often speaks of craftsmanship, of artistry, of creativity, also of like specific. Okay, so I asked Spirit what it means when I get the card, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And what I got was be strong And then in that spirit says, find a creative solution, because this is a hard thing to get out of without looking like you're a dink, right? Like you're dropping somebody, because if this is in a codependent relationship, the dependent person, the addict, is very good at making you look like the bad guy. Which, interestingly, is a lot of what I have been picking up about the karmic in all the other readings, in many of the other readings that she has, or he has, been very good at making themselves a victim. Okay? And so you're getting really, really tired of this, and you want to move on. There's somebody else out there. So you're playing it by the book right now and working really hard to make sure that your actions right now won't be things that you regret later, but you mean like you're creatively finding a way out of this. Okay? Tides are changing. The seasons have changed. And I mean, in reality, the seasons have changed. I mean, here in Canada where we are, it's hard to tell because we just had a blizzard yesterday and it was 20 below again last night. So it's April. So you're working on your partnership. So yeah, things are changing. You need to hold on to what you've got. You know, Spirit just showed me kind of like you're in a, like on a ship, right? And the big waves are coming in, and the ship is like, and you see these big waves come, and you're on the ship, and everybody's like, hold on. So I mean, this can be construed as just pentacles, but this is hold on, right? Death. See, there's two hints there. This will die off, and you can start off fresh. Knight of Wands going in thoughtfully. You see the eye? That is your crown chakra, your third eye. That is using your intuition. Okay, let us know about tell us about the karmic. Tell us about the dependent. This might be another long reading, which I didn't really want it to be, but it'll be. Oh, did you see that? Tell us about the dependent. Self-protective. Look at the look in her eyes. If that's not fuck you, I don't know what is. This life partner is watching her back. So you need to be creative in your strength, because she is anticipating you, or the karmic, your current life partner, the addict, is anticipating you. Let's see what these say. Oh, wow, right? I mean, a lot of this is in her mind. Yeah. She's a disruptive force. Disruptive force, incompatible. Heartache, distance, absence, alienation, unrest, confusion. Moral, immoral. See, this deck has different meanings. And the Ten of Swords is usually like you're just done. It's only a matter of time and choice before turning the page. So even she is done. Or getting there. But in other readings, I don't know if it applies to this. In other readings, she is very self-protective. She wants her share of your coins. And she does not want anybody to think that she's the bad guy. So whoever's watching this, the codependent, it's time for you to release yourself from the codependency. You may just need to, part of the price of that might be to say, you know what, let people think what they think. Let people think what they think. If they believe those bad things about me, they were never on my team anyway, and this is just the veil being moved. You know, and you know, we're stuck with each other right now. And for a lot of people, I had a real big download about this before, but for a lot of people in a lot of situations, you can't hide things anymore. You're stuck together. It is what it is. It's pretty obvious. I think my feeling is that she's tired too. She wants to put that sword down. But she won't, because she's still a survivor, right? And I mean, keep in mind that people who are addicted, who are addicts, their brain has actually changed. So they're not thinking the same way that we're thinking. Can I have another card about what's going on? Or what her... Oh, no, they said no. They said no to move on to the... Oh, but then they had me move these ones because there's one upside down. Okay. Huh. You know, it's funny how they... Yeah, it's funny how they'll work. So a card had, while I was shuffling, a card had flipped up and reversed itself, so it was upside down in the deck. And so then I was just searching that to flip it, like, you know, to add it into the deck, because I wasn't sure if it was a page or something. Because you know how I do, I'll put it back into the deck if I'm not sure. Like, Spirit usually tells me pretty specifically if I'm supposed to take it or not. And if I don't get that message, I'll put it back into the deck, knowing that it will come out again if it needs to. In doing that, these three cards were revealed because I asked, what is the outcome with this Karmic Tower? Okay. So, right? So with this Karmic, and then the Six of Coins, even you are both wanting to be released from this, is what Spirit just said now. That's both of you. You're both needing to be released. This Tower is for the benefit of you both. So if you're holding on to this because you don't want to hurt her or whatever, you're not doing her any favors either. She does not want to come out of this looking like she's the one that broke up the marriage. She needs you to be the bad guy, or like, you know, take it how it resonates, right? Like vice versa. Of course, I'm speaking like, you both need to be released from this. Spirit's guidance for you is to do that, but help her to keep her pride, or help the addict keep their pride and keep things fair. Take the high road. Okay? Like, we're really taking a lot of time here, but I also want to quickly... Okay, no. What I wanted to do was find out about a possible soulmate. And Spirit just said, no, not yet. You need to focus, you need to clean up this chapter first, which has come through in other readings, where a soulmate's been there waiting. There's a soulmate here waiting. You know this person. They know you. Neither of you up to this point have believed that maybe it was possible, but now you're starting to think that yes, it is. This pandemic, I mean, don't think that I'm taking it lightly, because I'm not. Because many people are losing their lives and actually suffocating to death. But we're encouraged to stay home, to keep from spreading this to people. But in doing so, the earth is healing itself because we're staying home. It's also forcing us to face what's real at home and to not run away to work, to not run away to the hockey game, to not run away with our kids to soccer or whatever. We have to face each other at home, and that's what this is. So to whomever's listening to this, dealing with an addict is absolutely soul crushing. People have recovered from this, and there's I don't know other places in the world, but here there's AA, there's Al-Anon, like there's supports for families, and some people do quit drinking forever. But for the codependent person, your whole life is still stuck in codependency, because your whole life is the fear of the other falling back into the addiction. And so your whole life, it's no way to live. I can tell you right now, I've got family members that, you know what, their partner, her husband, whatever, did quit drinking. He never drank again. He was a terrible alcoholic. And, you know, he did die early. And, you know, years later, so many years later, just recently I was talking to her and she said, my life was always hell. Because he quit drinking, but the threat of him drinking was there every minute of every day. That's devil energy, okay? Nobody can live like that. Nobody. I mean, that's not right. And Spirit just said, some of you are thinking till death do us part. But if your spirits died, isn't that a death? And maybe, have you ever thought that maybe you're not the right person for this addict? That maybe if she or he can be separated from you, that they can find the help that they need and start fresh and start a different cycle with somebody else. They may have their own soulmate waiting for you and you're the one standing in the road. So just be fair. Take the high road. Okay. Oh, love you all to pieces. Have a really good day.